I wanted to do a sea turtle DIY with some of the sea turtle yard stakes from the Shore Living line and some of the Dollar Tree wall shelves. I'm going to use 4 of those and then just a roll of the Dollar Tree burlap. I love using these little shelves from the Dollar Tree because you can put them together and make a sign as large as you want. And this is going to be a really large sign. I'm actually making this for outdoors in my Florida room, and I wanted something really big and fun with sea turtles on it. So, one reason I love these is that they're thicker than regular Dollar Tree signs, and they're just plain wood, so you can kind of do whatever you want with them. They're super flat, they don't warp or anything like that. And I'm going to put 4 of them together just like this. Then I can have like the little sea turtles like swimming out to the ocean, is what I want to do. And so the first step is just to attach them together. You can see how thick these are. I just do a bead of hot glue. I use Gorilla Glue hot glue, works great on wood, and I've never had any problems with these being super sturdy, even outdoors. So I'm going to keep doing that all the way down, and I'm just going to make a big background for the sea turtles. What I want it to look like is the beach, and the sea turtles are coming from their nest heading out to the ocean like they just hatched out. And I'm so excited. It's like sea turtle season where I live, and one of my favorite things to do is to go out and with the groups, you can go out and watch sea turtles lay eggs, which is really exciting. And I've even been lucky enough to be at the beach at night and see leatherback sea turtles hatching out of their nest and going to the ocean. So that's what I wanted to replicate with this. Now, the Dollar Tree burlap is a great size and it's just big enough for the sign. But the way they package it, it's like super wrinkled. So I'm just going to go in with my Cricut Easy Press real quick and give this a quick iron. It's going to make it look better in the DIY. It's going to make it a lot easier to work with because it's plenty wide enough, but it's just long enough to make the size sign that I want. So that looks pretty good. Now to attach it to the sign, I'm just going to use Mod Podge, and I want the burlap to be a little bit bigger. I can always trim it down. And later, I don't want to get it on there and have the wood be exposed, so I cut it a little bit bigger. And now I can go ahead and Mod Podge on. I'm going to use a fairly good amount of Mod Podge because it's going to be hanging on the wall. I want it to be super secure. And even though I'm using this outdoors, I'm using it in my covered Florida room, so it's not going to encounter rain or anything like that. If you were going to do that, you're probably going to have to use something a little bit stronger than Mod Podge. I don't think Mod Podge would hold up real well with like rain or the elements like that. So I just make sure I have a nice thick coat all over, super even, and then I can just lay the burlap right on top, making sure that I overlap all the sides just a little bit, and that I try to get it on there like somewhat straight. And I just smooth it out to make sure all the areas are glued down. If they're not, I can just add a little bit more of the Mod Podge from the top. So that looks pretty good. The next thing I do is just give it a quick dry with my heat gun, and then I can trim it down to size. It's just easier to do it this way. You don't have to worry about how you get it on there or, stuff like that, or if it's not the right size. You can trim it down. You're going to get the perfect cut. And I do want the burlap to slightly overlap the edges. So I'm not cutting it super tight just because I want it to completely cover the wood. I don't want you to be able to see any of that. And what the burlap is going to represent in this DIY is the sand. I thought that would be cool. It's just about the same color as sand. And it's going to give you a coastal feel as well. So this is what it looks like so far. I'm just going to trim up any excess strings. I do like a little bit of fraying on the ends of the burlap, but since it's Mod Podge down, it's going to stay pretty well without fraying. I just poke a couple holes in the top sign. There's already holes on there to make a hanger. And I just take some Dollar Tree twine. I like to feed it in through the back and knot it in the front. I find that my signs hang better like that. So I just knot it in the front. I kind of messed up my burlap a little bit there, but I'm trying to glue it back down to fix that. So be careful. because you're kind of close to the edge where it might want to come apart a little bit. But that looks pretty good. And then I can go ahead and do the same thing here on the other side. To get it started, if you can't get it through, this is pretty thin. You can put a little hot glue on the ends, but this is a really thin twine from the Dollar Tree, and I think that's gonna work just fine. It's so thin though that I double knot it to make sure it doesn't come through those holes like that. And now we can start thinking about the sea turtles. It's really easy to get them off the metal stakes. If you grab it right about here with a pair of pliers, you can just bend it back and forth and it will pop off. The first two were super easy. I think it just kind of depends on how exactly it's attached. This one was a little bit more difficult. It didn't want to bend in the same place, so this one took a little bit more work, but I was able to get it off. I didn't want any of that wire to be visible from the front, and I want it to look like, little sea turtles going across the sand in a pattern kind of like that, where I can have like the beach over in one corner, but most of it's going to be like the burlap sand. For the ocean, I'm just going to go ahead and paint the burlap to give me that kind of look. So I start with like a light blue. This is Cloudless by Apple Barrel. And just using a brush, I'm just going to kind of, paint this corner to get us started. Trying to paint the burlap, but also kind of a little bit painting the sign behind it because it's kind of inevitable, and kind of pushing that down into the fabric. You could always add like a different kind of blue material, but I kind of love the texture of the burlap and I wanted to keep that, so I thought painting it would be the best option. And I just do like a little pool there, like kind of curvy lines and all, and kind of work that down into the burlap by rubbing it with a paper towel till it kind of gets down into the sand a little bit. Now for the sea turtles, I want to go ahead and start gluing them on. I'm going to use a little bit of a spacer with some of those little tiny Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree, because it's really hard to glue metal on. So how I'm going to do it is I use E6000 to glue the Jenga block to the back of the metal. That's going to give me a secure hold. It's just going to take longer to dry because hot glue and the metal items like this from the Dollar Tree, it'll work temporarily, but it always seems to fall apart, and I don't want this to fall apart, so I'm going to go ahead and let that start drying by gluing all three of those onto our three little metal sea turtles, and then I can keep working on my ocean. I mix in like a little bit of like this Key West color so I can get like some different shades of blue to kind of make the ocean look a little bit more realistic up here. And I'm just kind of doing stripes, kind of like alternating like different shades of blue, like the ocean is. But again, I don't want to take up too much of the sign, just kind of this like little corner up here. And then just go in with a third color. I'm just kind of blending it all together just till I'm happy with it. And I have a little beach scene. Then I always like to do like a little bit of sea foam where like the beach comes into the sand. So I just take a little ivory and like a Dollar Tree chunky brush, and I'm just kind of like dotting like that ivory paint on to kind of give me like a look of sea foam. And I'm also going to do like some waves out in the ocean, like some little white caps out there, and kind of blend in like the little sea foam a little bit too, like that. And then I don't want it to be super obvious. I want it to be a little bit blended. So I just blend it with a baby wipe till I am happy with my little ocean scene up there. All while my sea turtles are drying a little bit with E6000. I did have to let this sit flat for a little bit because, the E6000 takes a lot longer to dry than hot glue. And I want my little sea turtles to be going towards the ocean just like this. Now they do this like in the middle of the night up to like dawn. Like if you go walk on the beach at dawn, sometimes you can get lucky. When I saw the leatherback sea turtles, which were probably about the size actually, I saw them about 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night, I think. It was quite an experience. And so I just hot glued the little Jenga blocks on like that. And then I thought, since it's a sand, why not add some seashells? So I'm just going through some seashells that I have from the beach and some from the Dollar Tree, and like picking out like some that aren't too big or overwhelming, just a couple seashells that would be on the beach. And that's going to add to the coastal feel as well. I'm just going to attach those with hot glue. And the burlap, of course, has holes in it, so it allows that hot glue to go down. You can glue that securely to the sign behind it. And I think that is all the sign needs. It's really big. It's really beachy. I absolutely love how this turned out. My son was a big fan and he loved it. I think this is so cute.